Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to Dephemerember 2024. And this video, we are going to be doing, it's December 17th, so we are going to be doing the flip out page and old photos. So, what I've decided, and I already kind of did a little bit of prep work, is I'm going to use this envelope. And I had to cut it down so it would fit in my journal. So, which meant I had to, which meant that this was open here. So I went ahead and glued and close that up, and I chose this photo, which is from one of Louisa Heinzel's digitals. I can't remember the name of the digital, and this is also from one of the digitals from either Louisa or Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. So, like I said, I've already done a little bit of prep work. I went ahead and rounded the corners so it would kind of match up the corners of the window. And I went ahead and cut this down so that it would fit inside and would be wide enough to cover. So if I put it up here, so you would see that it would come past this edge of the window. And then this photo, and I've already, not sure if you can tell, but I've already made my marks of where the photo the photo will go on this, and then this will go in and will be glued down onto the inside back of the envelope. Excuse me. And then I gathered a bunch of different scraps that I had that I've used and had here and stuff for to use, that I'm gonna collage on the outside and on the inside, on the back here as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my vintage photo, and I'm gonna go ahead and ink up the photo, and I am kind of sticking with, I chose this one because if you remember in the one prompt where we had a beloved visitor, and I had chose a photo of excuse me, take a sip of my hot tea. Hopefully that'll help with my throat. my glue book here. And I think I'm going to use my glue stick since I'm gluing. This is, I printed this out on what was it? Matte? Was it matte? Let me see. Oh. On this. It's a matte presentation paper. And it's by Epson, so it works with my printer, which is an inkjet. And it's everything white, but one side is excuse me guys, is whiter than the other, and the whiter side is the side that you print on. And so that's what I used for this to help with, and then getting the photo. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this lined up with my marks. Yep. Okay. And I save my glue pages when I fold them up like that, because then I use them for other things, to make pockets or tags or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to smooth that out. Okay. So now I'm going to put glue on the back of this, and I'm going to use glue stick for this part, because then it'll be easier and I can be able to get this positioned. Excuse me guys, sorry about that. Never fails. When I need to start talking, I start coughing. Okay. But with the glue stick, it'll help me to get this, be able to position this right where I need it to be. So if I need to slide it, then I can slide it. Before it gets needs to come down. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I can go ahead and press it down. So, there we go. And as I was saying, as far as the reason why I chose this particular picture, everything, is because it kind of correlates with the picture that I chose in the previous prompt, where we regarding a beloved visitor, which I chose my beloved visitor to be my grandmother. So I wanted to, when this prompt said flip out page and old photos, I figured why not stick with that same vibe as that with as far as my grandmother. Because of the wisdom, the encouragement and everything that she would have given me. Let's see. Do I want that to be on the flap? Let me go ahead and get the white edges trimmed off. That way I have a better, I can tell better of where my grandmother and my grandpa my grandma was a sewer.
There will be lots of sun with a high of 78 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 44 degrees.
Thank you, Alexa. Let me go ahead and trim that little piece off. She sewed. Mainly, she made quilts. Her and my grandpa. That was something that they did together. My grandpa and everything had a template of depending on what pattern of or design and everything on the quilt that my grandma was going to make. My grandpa had a pattern, these templates that he would use to, let me see, and then I could just fold that over. think that's what I'm going to do there. Okay. Okay. Mr. Art Glue. Not wanting to play. Okay. Excuse my reach here as I reach up here to grab my little tin. Okay. Okay. I think I might need to change out the tip here. But so he had the template, and then he would use the template and he would cut out the pieces, and then Grandma would sew the pieces together, and then to make the top, the quilt top. And then when she was ready to actually put the quilt together, and sew it all together, he would help her by holding it and helping it as she fed it through the machine, through the sewing machine. And so that was something that they did together. Baby wipe here so I can wipe up the glue off my mat so it doesn't get on anything else. And she had made quite a few quilts for the family. And I have the one that she had made for me. And she used scrap material from when my mom sewed and made mine and my brother's clothes. So I can look at that quilt and I go, okay, I had a pair of shorts made from that material. I had a blouse from that one. I had a dress from that material, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it was so it really nice and everything. There's a lot of memory in that quilt. I still have it. I think I am going to use my glue stick for this. I think glue stick will work a little bit better. Be a little bit easier. And so it's kind of nice that I have that. And okay. Okay. That would cover all of that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this piece off there. I don't need that piece. And then that can go there. And then I just need a piece here and a piece for right there. And then this part will be done. And then I just need to finish this part and then do the flap and then just a little bit in here. of using the glue, but I'm going to use a piece of paper. So, in the last 2 years that my grandma was alive, we got to be really, really close. She ended up being, here, I can move this down just a, she ended up to where she had to, be in a wheelchair. Due to diabetes, which for her, it it kind of took a toll on her, because she was used to, she was used to always being the one, okay, to take care of all of us. She did all the cooking, when we would have, everything, the holidays and everything, everything, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or just reunions or whatever. It was always at Grandma and Grandpa's. It was, and, you can, you never dare say that you were hungry, because there was always enough, there was always plenty of food to eat. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do, I don't know how I'm gonna, oh. I'm gonna attempt so that way this side of the flap Why not exactly, but it will somewhat match. There we go. Okay. So there. Use that. Use that. Good. Okay. So I still need to fill in this and a little piece down here. But you couldn't say that she didn't have shucks. I'm gonna see. Let me see. I wonder if I put it inside. I'm trying to see if I can somehow get the impression. With that curve. It's not quite working the way but no, and stuff. I can remember everything there would be so much food that there would be no room to sit down, to actually sit down at the table, because there would be so much food there. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so what I'll do, I don't want to actually use this because this paper, because that's the paper I used to back, but I want to use this as my template and see, and it'll also work for up there. But I want to use this as my template as far as to make that curve there. So, but okay, now where's my pencil? Use my mechanical pencil. Perfect. Okay. now for this bottom part. Okay. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and trim off this white edge. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we just need to finish this part and do the inside part. And then we'll figure out what we'll do next. I know the prompt said photos, but there is a photo that I could include, and I might include it and add it onto the back, maybe. It don't need to go in very far, just a little ways, just enough. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and cut this. Because we don't want it to impede on our picture or anything that we have on the other side. Oops. Okay. I can always tack that back down. Okay. So I think I'm gonna use our glitter glue. For this part. And actually, I didn't need to cover this part of the flap because it's going to be attached to the page anyways, but that's okay. It'll just give it some sturdiness anyways, so So now to finish covering this part. And I thought I could use this page. Finish closing that up. Okay. Now, ah. Can't even make the hair straight. trim this. Okay. That. Get my glue put away. Okay. Now let's find a page in the journal that we can put that in. Put that down. That can flip out. We have the pocket there, then we have that page there. So, and what I'm going to also do is have it Yep. That's what I get for not putting my pen back in. There and glue right there. And bring this over. That down for a little bit. So now I have a tuck here, and then when we flip the page, then we have our flip out. And I think it's too late now. I got it. A little bit too much nut. I'm gonna have to. Okay, there we go. And then this flips out. Then we have our pocket there. And actually, I'm gonna put some glue right along there, and that'll help hold it in place as well. And then we still have all of this space here. So I might add some more decorating to this later. But, oh, I still got one more thing to do. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close my journal. So I'm starting to kind of fill out a little bit. Okay, so we have completed one more prompt. Flip out page and old photos. So thank you everybody for joining me, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.